Picture this: bushes in your yard quietly working year after year, giving you free, nutritious food without the constant replanting or high market prices. Everyone talks about planting fruit trees for security, but they often take years to produce, and one bad frost, drought, or heat spell can wipe out your hopes. Bushes are different. They start giving sooner, pack more calories and nutrition in less time, bounce back stronger, and fit into small spaces easily. They're tough, low-fuss plants that reward you with real results. Today, I'm excited to share 9 standout bushes that deliver the best payoff for your effort and soil. These give high-energy food, vitamins, protein, and even help your garden in smart ways. Let's dive in and find the ones that could thrive in your setup. Number 1. Chicago Hardy Figure, the Calorie King. We start with a real winner for calories, the Chicago Hardy Fig. Figs usually love warm spots, but this variety is bred to handle cold winters. If a hard freeze kills the top branches, don't worry. It grows new shoots from the roots in spring and still gives fruit that same year on the new wood. Figs are full of natural sugar, so they give lots of energy. When you dry them, they turn into tasty energy bars that store for months without a fridge. In cooler zones with some winter protection, like mulch, they do well. Few pests bother them because they're not common in many places. Just give them sun and some heat, and they produce pure sweetness. Fresh figs have about 74 calories per 100 grams. Dried ones jump to 249 calories, more than 3 times the energy. A good bush can give 50 to 100 figs in cooler areas, even more in warmer spots. They're rich in calcium, potassium, and iron too. The fruit ripens over weeks, so you pick little by little. No need for another tree. It's self-fertile and sets fruit without pollination. It's almost like growing candy in your backyard, but with real nutrition that kept people going in old times. The leaves can be dried for tea as well. Number 2. Goji Berry, the complete protein. Most fruits are just sweet water, but Goji Berry, also called wolfberry, is special. It's one of the few plant foods with all the essential amino acids. That means it's a complete protein. Super useful if you want to eat less meat. It comes from tough, dry areas, so it handles drought, heat, and poor sandy soil very well. In fact, if you give it too much water or fertilizer, it makes lots of leaves, but fewer berries. It actually likes a bit of tough love. Eat the berries dried like raisins. They keep forever at room temperature with no freezer needed. The branches can root if they touch the soil, so trim them to control spread. A mature bush gives 7 to 10 pounds fresh, which dries down to 2 to 3 pounds. Those dried berries have about 13% protein and all 9 essential amino acids, plus good amounts of iron, zinc, and B vitamins, things often missing in veggie diets. They start fruiting in the second year and keep going for decades. One bush is enough to get berries, but planting more boosts the harvest. Fresh ones taste like a mix of tomato and cranberry. Dried, they're sweet, like healthy candy. Number 3. Honeyberry, the first harvest. In places with cold winters, honeyberry, also called haskap, is a must-have. This bush is a type of honeysuckle that grows blue, oblong berries tasting like a cross between blueberry and raspberry. The big plus is the timing. They ripen weeks before strawberries, so this is often your first fresh fruit of the season. That early pick feels amazing after a long wait. They come from cold northern forests, so they're built for frost. The flowers can take temperatures down to -7 degrees Celsius and still give a crop. A late freeze that kills apple blossoms won't hurt these. The berries have thin skins that melt in your mouth. That's why you never see them in shops. They don't travel well. You have to grow your own. They pack 3 times more antioxidants than blueberries. Newer types give up to 7 pounds in just 2 years, and 10 to 15 pounds by year 5. Some old bushes are over 50 years and still heavy producers. The roots stay shallow and don't fight other plants much. They like slightly acidic soil, so plant them near blueberries for double the fun from one area. Number 4. Nanking Cherry, the speed demon. This bush cherry from Asia is super fast. Plant it, and you can get fruit the very next year. It bursts with white flowers early in spring, often the first thing blooming. The cherries are tart-sweet and taste way better than store ones. Farmers skip them because the soft fruit doesn't ship well, but for home use, they're perfect. Once rooted, they handle drought and tough, windy spots where other fruits fail. No need to graft. Plant pits from your own harvest, and you get matching plants in 2 years. That's true independence. Eat fresh or turn them into juice, jam, or wine. A full bush gives 10 to 20 pounds yearly, all ripening in a quick 2-week burst. Easy to pick and process all at once. The pits are a little big, so removing them takes effort, but with buckets of fruit from a small plant, it's worth it. The bush stays small, under 6 feet, so plant several as a pretty hedge and pick without a ladder. Number 5. Serviceberry, the historic staple. Serviceberry, also Juneberry or Saskatoon, is a native bush that fed people for ages. Folks long ago dried the berries and mixed them with meat and fat for pemmican, a long-lasting survival food. The berries look like blueberries but are pome fruits like tiny apples with an almond taste from the small seeds. This is serious calorie food. Grow it as a bush or small tree. It looks lovely with white spring flowers. It adapts to many soils and handles drought once established. A strong bush gives 15 to 30 pounds per year. They ripen slowly over weeks, so no huge rush. About 25% sugar when ripe, great for drying into energy cakes that last years. Birds love them, so net them or plant extras. It resists disease and grows in partial shade. Full sun gives more. It feeds you and helps birds and wildlife. Number 6. Jostaberry, the hybrid engine. Jostaberry is a clever mix of blackcurrant and gooseberries. No thorns, big berries, and strong against diseases like white pine blister rust. It grows quick and healthy. The taste starts tart like gooseberry, then turns sweet and rich like blackcurrant. No thorns make picking fast. Fill a bucket quickly. Bushes last 20 years or more. They leaf out early and hold leaves late for extra growing time. A mature one reaches 5 to 6 feet and gives 10 to 15 pounds yearly. Berries are large, 3 times bigger than blackcurrants, so less work. High in vitamin C and deep purple antioxidants, more than blueberries. It handles shade better than most fruit bushes. Plant under trees. Almost no pests here since it's not widespread yet. Number 7. Hazelnuts, the calorie-dense oil crop. Hazelnut bushes, American and hybrid types, might be the top calorie plant you can grow. While almonds or walnuts take 15 years, these start in 3 to 4 years. Loaded with healthy fats and protein for dense energy, fruit can't match. 1 pound gives about 2,800 calories, a full day's worth. In tough times, fat and protein keep you going. Some hybrids survive minus 50 degrees Celsius, way tougher than apples. They go dormant in cold and wake for spring. Wind-pollinated, no bees needed. Plant as windbreaks for double duty. A mature bush gives 10 to 25 pounds yearly for 30-plus years, maybe 750 pounds lifetime. Nuts stored dry for a year. Watch for squirrels, but the payoff is huge. Number 8. Rosa Rugosa, the fortress that feeds. Need protection and food? Rosa Rugosa, Rugosa rose, is tough. A thorny wall that stops deer or intruders. But the real prize is the big rose hips after flowers fade, some cherry tomato size. These are packed with vitamin C. A handful matches many oranges. Great insurance against shortages. Hips stay on into winter for picking in cold weather. Tart flavor for tea, syrup, or jam. Frost makes them sweeter. A bush gives 2 to 4 pounds yearly. Small amount, but very strong. Flowers are edible too for salads. Zero maintenance living fence that never rots and gives medicine plus food. Number 9. Goumi Berry, the soil builder. Goumi is great in any setup. It's a nitrogen fixer, pulls nitrogen from air and adds it to soil, feeding itself and neighbors like free fertilizer. Related to autumn olive, but better behaved with bigger, tastier fruit. Bright red berries with silver spots taste like rhubarb cherry mix. High in lycopene, more than tomatoes. Fruits early summer to fill gaps. Grows in shade under trees. Whole berry edible, seeds high protein. Plant tomatoes or squash nearby, they boom without extra feed. Gives 8 to 15 pounds yearly while enriching soil. Tolerates partial shade well. Pays twice, fruit and better ground. That's the lineup. These bushes can give quicker, more reliable food than trees. I grow many myself. Honeyberries are my top pick. They outproduce blueberries and taste even better. Plant 2 varieties for best pollination. Which one are you excited to try first? Happy gardening!